Today we're going to go over what skills you actually need to get into the programming or web development industry, and I'm going to share with you 5 tips on what to do before applying for your first job.
You're a phony!
I'm just going to get straight to the point. Once you're comfortable with smashing that like button and subscribing, and also JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, I think you would be ready for your first web dev job. I highly recommend the free code camp courses and just getting the first 2 certificates. I think it's like responsive web design and JavaScript and algorithms. Yeah, with those 2, you should be good to go to apply to any web development job. And then you can pick up more skills along the way. Make sure you have at least a couple of full websites. By full, I mean like functional and responsive. I did embarrass myself a couple times by showing off a website that, I moved I resized the screen and like broke the website. But this will show the interviewer that you're actually serious about what you're doing. You have to make a good resume. Your resume must be visually appealing. This is so important because HR is basically using Indeed.com as like a Tinder for employees. So whatever catches your eye will catch their attention too. So fluff up your resume, make it look nice, pretty, colors, lines, bars, things like that. Do you have a degree? If not, you need to come up with a reason. Why are you self-taught? You need to be able to answer that question, and confidently. Don't sound too scripted or cringy, and do not portray yourself as a victim in this situation. For example, what I would say is I just left for personal reasons, and that I continue to learn programming because I just enjoyed that much. One thing that I saw overlooked a lot was a nice cover letter. Write a nice cover letter. This is super important because it's your first impression with the HR guy. I remember going through a lot of resumes and people wouldn't even have a cover letter, Sometimes the HR guy is just bored and he just wants something to read other than the JS, Node.js, JavaScript, Java, SQL, .NET, just all these acronyms everywhere. He sometimes wants to read something actually human. So, I mean, that's how I felt. So if I felt that way, I'm sure someone else out there felt that way as well. A tip with the cover letter, you can really kind of narrow down who actually posted the listing by kind of like reading through the listing itself. It's pretty easy. If the posting looks like it was copy and pasted, then it was probably someone from HR. But if it looks like it was well thought out and it doesn't have like every language under the sun, plus React, Angular, and all these like buzzwords, then it might actually be a developer. The difference between the two is that one cover letter, you'd want to kind of upplay the value that you bring to the table. Whereas if you're writing a cover letter to another developer or programmer, you would want to write a cover letter that's more like, I really want to learn and I'm excited to learn from this team, and try to play up the fact that you're excited to work with an experienced developer or something like that. But if the poster looks like they obviously copied and pasted the job listing from somewhere else, then really like try to make yourself out to be the workhorse. You're bringing a lot of value to the table. That's not my job is not part of your vocabulary. That you understand that doing what's best for the company is absolute priority, and that you'll do whatever it takes to make the clients happy. I think the most important step is to start applying right after you get comfortable with HTML and CSS. So after the certificate, I think should be fine. You will get rejected by basically every company that you apply to. I can guarantee you that. You won't even get an interview for most of them. 99% of them. But that's why you're starting now. It's a huge numbers game, and if you wait till later to start, then your interviews are going to start coming in later. Good news though is that the company that will eventually hire you is probably going to hire you based on your tenacity to learn, and not really your tech know-how, because really what you've learned is a drop in the bucket anyway. And any entry-level position developer that they hire would be pretty much at the same level as you, because they'll have to learn all the technologies that company uses. So don't really be worried, because I remember interviewing people that I thought would be qualified and just hoping that they knew HTML and CSS, and they didn't. So what could they really do? Like they knew some obscure language or like they knew Java, and you're not gonna be doing any Java unless you're doing backend. But a lot of times these days, people don't even use the languages they teach in the colleges anymore. So don't be afraid to go out there and look at all the job boards like ZipRecruiter, Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn. Just utilize all of those tools that you have at your disposal and just get super good at interviewing. Like if you fail at one, don't look at it as a failure. Just look at it as you were practicing for your next interview. And then ultimately, they've all prepared you for the one interview that will land you the job. So that interview skill will be just as valuable as your tech skills in the future. So I really hope I persuaded you guys to go out there and just start applying to every job that you see, because that's how you're gonna get the job. It's not just gonna fall into your lap. You have to go out there and get it. As always, please like and subscribe if you like my content. This is Code Phony out. See ya.